JT, John Thomas Nakundi, but no one calls me John or Thomas. That's weird. So JT is just fine. Sawa. Background about me. Nilisoma sports science KU. Then I did my CAPC 2 years ago. I was here. Right now, I'm the director and head coach of an under 21 program. Previously I worked in Ghana, Right to Dream, with Wazito as part of the sports science team. For a while as a football coach at Stratton School. That's a bit of background about me. Okay? I think hapa maybe jump to moja. Kona Evans kidogo pale Kibera.
Pauo mjui?
Pauo mjui?
How? No, science. Ukimwona matanga mwana Pauo. We know science. We know science.
So, kabla tuanze, I just had a few questions so that nijue more about you guys, environment yenye mnadu job, so we see if we can tailor the content a bit to your ideas.
Yes.
Sawa?
Yes.
Kuna mtu hapa na work na youth?
Yes.
Youth wapi?
Hapa.
Okay.
Buruburu Soccer Academy. Mkuru kwa Rube.
Okay.
Kuruba.
Ruma. Who else?
Lingo. Westlands.
Karen.
Staffing.
Oh, Safi, huh? So youth meaning, guess, let me say under 18, but more so from 16 and down.
Yes.
No?
Yes.
Yeah? Anyone working with women? Oh, okay. Anyone else? Oh, okay. Hakuna mtu women like Women's Premier League?
Kagemi Starlets.
Everyone else assume we're working with senior football, right? Any Premier League? NSL? Talent. Okay. NSL? Post. Okay. Div 1, Div 2. Okay. Anyone else wenye sija encompass kwa hiyo yote? So at least kuna good mix, kuna youth, kuna women, kuna senior. Sawa? So I'll try vile inaweza apply to all of us in our different environments. Sawa?
Coach.
Yes.
Sema wazee Premier League.
Oh, sorry. Kuna mtu na wazoefu. Sema wazoefu.
Ex international.
Ex-international. Huh? Kuna hapa if you play
Sadat.
wazee
Sadat.
Sawa? I think each of those different categories kuna some slight different things that are needed. And the commander so that we know what to address as we go. Sawa? Today I'm covering two topics. So injuries alafu nutrition. Okay? Bado kuna program ya kibu? Okay.
10:30.
10:30. Okay, so maybe we start with nutrition. Tukienda for the break, alafu tukirudi ndo tuanze. Kwa sawa? Okay? I guess kabla tuanze I'd want to know okay. What do you guys want to know about nutrition? If you had any specific things, what nini about nutrition ningetaka kujua, nini na wa interest kidogo?
The food to
Kuna- Do you guys have any specific questions you'd want me to address before we start?
Yes.
Okay.
Me, I'd like to know about sugars.
Sugar.
Because the effect of sugar, maybe.
Effects of sugar, right? Okay.
How do I check out?
Okay. Just sugar in general.
The sugar in general.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nani mwingine?
Mimi naweza uliza hapo kwa chakula gani unafaa ukule na ni saa ngapi ndio uende game?
Yes. General, let's say match day nutrition. No.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else? Yeah?
On my end, I'd like to know what are the right type of foods that you can advise, maybe especially when you're working with an academy, maybe kids from age 4 all the way to maybe 15. What can you advise them to be taking?
To be taken.
Yes.
Okay. So, say nutrition for youth.
amount of yes,
Uh-huh.
maybe amount of water, maybe to be taken a day or 2 days before a game, depending na maybe nature ya ground anakutumia, kama ni turf, kama ni grass, so na condition kama maybe when the game cost because the heat is high.
You said general hydration guidelines. No. Yes, but
How to properly
detox. Okay. Detox. Yeah? To a beetroot. Yeah? What's your name? Huh? Ray. Okay. Supplementation. Okay. Touch on that a bit. Yes? Joseph. Uh-huh.
Recovery, what to take after the match.
Recovery. So I think that'll be part of this. Sawa. Maybe we could just add.
After match.
Okay? Yes? What's your name? Nur. Huh?
Weight. How manage their weights, the food they take.
Body weight.
Yeah, body weights.
Touch on that a bit.
Uliza tena. Nisaidie.
Yes, what's your name?
Ken.
Ken.
Right time athlete for sex before competition.
Okay.
Sini food. Chakula hiyo pia. Chakula.
Sijakusumbuaga pia ni kweli.
Ni kweli. Kwa sababu mseve kweli.
Players unajua wanatusumbua.
Wachezaji ndio wanatusumbua. Mseve uko sawa. Mandazi yangu
2
ongeza.
days before.
This I feel encompass more or less everything to do with nutrition. You know? Yeah? So, nutrition. When you hear the word nutrition, mnafikiria nini automatically? Food. You know? Kwa nini mnafikiria ni topic important kwa sisi kama macoach kujua? To learn about.
Because of the importance of food in an athlete's body.
Okay.
The energy.
So,
Perform.
why do you think food is important to an athlete?
To help in recovery.
To generate energy.
Energy.
It helps in recovery.
Mnajua story ya carbohydrates, how they're broken down to glucose and how that's what the muscle uses, right? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Fats and proteins can also be metabolized for energy, but that's the main source here. Your energy ni nini kwa mwili?
Fats.
Main source of amesema energy to the body, right?
Sugar.
What is that? Which food group does that come from?
Carbohydrates.
You know?
Starch.
Carbohydrates ni vitu kama nini?
Kama
One thing.
ugali.
Ugali, right?
Yeah.
Carbohydrate. Carbohydrate. Right. Carbohydrate. Right? Carbohydrate. Carbohydrate. Pasta, chapati,
Pizza.
rice.
Pizza.
Carbohydrate there, but
Mixiwa na protein.
We do high on fats.
encourage
That.
that, right, for our athletes, right? But there's carbohydrates there. So no.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
So we have a general idea, we know what carbs are. Okay? When it comes to carbohydrates, speaking about energy, usually two types. Okay? We sort of class them into two different. Kuna zile zinaitwa high GI, so high glycemic index, and low GI, low glycemic index. Right?
Come again.
Sawa. Have you guys ever heard of this term? Na mtu hapa anajua ashasikia GI, glycemic index. Okay? So glycemic comes from the same place as glucose. No? Okay, yeah. It's etymology of the word, okay? Ukifikiria glucose unafikiria nini? Energy, but kuna mtu amesema mambo? Sugar, sweet, right? Glucose ukiweka kwa mdomo ina dissolve haraka ama polepole? Haraka, si ndio? Yeah, because it's a very simple sugar. Okay? So when you hear the term high glycemic index, so high glycemic index, think about glucose in a dissolve haraka. You know? But on the other hand, ukichukua, I don't know, tuseme unga ya ugali, uweke kwa mdomo, will it disappear quickly or slowly? Slowly. A bit slower than just pure glucose, right? If you take, I don't know, wheat flour, okay, kwa mdomo, will it disappear quickly or slowly? Slowly, right? Ukiweka mchele kwa mdomo, ina dissolve. Inachukua time. Yeah? So those are lower glycemic index foods. So you should think, if you think about it, it's like a scale from high to low. Okay? The reason this is important is kwa sababu sasa tutaingia a bit of match day nutrition, right? What happens to you immediately after a game? Mwili kwaje? Umechoka, si ndio? Yeah? At halftime, mwili unasikiangaje? Umechoka kidogo, si ndio? Yeah? So we need to sort of, it's like the tank is empty, we need to top it up a bit, si ndio? Yeah? Nikikula kitu halftime, do I have time to wait for it to give it an hour to be digested? No. Right? If maybe ile pre-match, tuko kwa changing room, tuko karibu kutoka, if I bite something, do I have time to wait for it an hour, 2 hours ndio ikuwe digested inge kwa system? So tunataka kitu itakuwa instant, right? So that's where high glycemic index foods come in. So ndo kwa maana mna suggestingi vitu kama glucose, ndizi, right?
Chocolates.
Melon,
Chocolates. Kuuliza tu nadhani jua.
It's doable, right? You can afford it. Iko sawa, si ndio? So tunataka tu vitu ziko na sukari more ingie kwa system haraka. Yeah? But for example, ile pre-match meal, maybe you have a game at 4, your meal that's at about midday 1 p.m. So no, hiyo, do you want something yenye itaingia kwa system haraka ama unataka kitu sasa itachukua time? Itachukua time. Kwa nini?
To allow it to digest in the body so that by the time maybe game or training inafika, your body is ready, has absorbed all that energy.
Your energy sasa iko ready, si ndio? Haijatumika yet. Right? So there you need kitu ina digest a bit slower, but itabaki kwa system. Si ndio? So those are now where we look at lower glycemic index foods. Sawa sawa? Okay? Yes. So when we're thinking about carbohydrates, I need you guys to keep this concept in mind. Sawa sawa? Okay? Now going back to the first question I asked. Apart from energy, why else is food important kwa mchezaji?
Helps in performance.
Aje.
If you are maybe you have empty stomach, you can't perform that much because of the energy. Itakufanya utakuwa weak kidogo.
Kwa nini? Can someone help me with that?
Because there's no source of energy.
Because there's no
source of energy.
There's no source of energy.
Because you get it from food.
From food. What did you say? Yeah? You don't react quickly, right? Anyone else?
I think also food helps with the concentration in a game or in training.
Still to this point we're on right now. Why? Umesema, was it? Yeah, you said performance, right? How does nutrition help with performance? Nataka connect hiyo chakula na tumbo to output ya mchezaji.
Nasema for instance, if I take food rich in starch, then itakuwa broken down into sugar. Then your sugar ndio then raise insulin on the other side, I guess. Maybe.
Don't get into those weeds. Wakitu hapa.
Yeah.
Sawa sawa?
Yeah.
I like to use the concept of gari. Tuseme mchezaji ni gari. And a game or a training session is a journey. Okay? Kabla upange safari kutoka hapa maybe kwenda Mombasa, Kisumu, nini. What do you need to do to the vehicle? Service. What does service entail? Oil, right? Nini ingine? Fuel, right? Come a plug, so the engine, you have to make sure the engine is okay, right? You need to make sure there's fuel, coolant, fluid zote, maji, nini. No? Yeah? So, engine, fuel, coolant. Right? Yes. So,
Yes.
So, tukiangalia mchezaji, let's start with the easiest concept to understand, fuel. Right? Bila ngata, gari haiwezi tembea. Just basic, right? The engine turns chemical energy into kinetic energy. Sawa sawa? Your fuel ndo inakuwa movement. Right? The body is exactly the same. Muscles zako zina turn your chemical energy, fuel, chakula yenye unakula, into movement. Right? So your muscles perform the exact same job that engineer gari na do. Sawa sawa?
Yes.
So he then figures that kama kabla tuende safari lazima tujaze ngata, kabla mchezaji aingie grao lazima fuel yake, tank yake iko imejaa. Right? Ina make sense? Yeah? Ukitaka kuenda journey ya 800 kilometers na gari, you need fuel for 800 kilometers, right? Same way mchezaji, ukitaka last 90 minutes, maybe even 120 minutes, you need fuel for
20 minutes.
right? Na same way gari unaweza fika Nakuru uone tank ko chini kidogo, acha ni top up. Yeah? The same way mchezaji half time you can top up. If you're going to 120, your break you can top something up. Right? Yeah? Makes sense, right? Coolant. Kazi ya coolant kwa gari ni nini?
Deep.
Cool?
Regulate the heat to the temperature.
To cool the engine, right? Yeah?
It regulates the temperature.
Regulates temperature. Your process ya kuturn food into energy, of turning fuel into motion, that's why produce heat. Na gari yako iki overheat, nini ufanyika? Ya breakdown. The parts seize, zinashikana, becomes too hot to operate. The same exact thing with your body. Right? Mshaona mtu amecollapse kwa sababu ya joto?
Yes.
Yeah? Heat stroke.
Yes.
Right? It's the same exact thing. It's like an engine knocking kwa sababu ya overheat. Sawa sawa? So, coolant ya mwili ni nini? Maji. Hydration. right? That's the other thing. Now the last thing is the engine. Na mtu hapa amesema make sure oil, make sure spark plugs ziko sawa, make sure sijui fan belt, timing chain, nini. Hizo vitu zote. What do you think that is kwa mwili yako sasa? To make sure things are working correctly. Huh? But nasema hiyo sasa kuhakikisha parts za engine ziko sawa. Tumesema gari inapelekwanga servicing kabla ya safari. Yeah? So kwa mwili hiyo ni nini? What do you think that is? Yeah. Checking injuries. Right? If you think about it that way. There's a word someone had used here starting with R.
Recovery.
Huh? Recover. Right? It's something we all speak about with our players, right? Sile recovery ya fullback amepanda arudi.
Unakula alafu unatulia maana.
Not that way. Sawa sawa? Recovery in the sense of is the body functioning normally. Right? Imerudi back to its normal state. Sawa sawa? Yeah? Nikifikiria mchezaji haja recover, if I throw him in to play 90 minutes, what do you think is going to happen? Injury. Right? Same way, gari haijapigwa service nini. Nikienda safari ya 800 kilometers. The breakdown, you know? Yeah? The body is the exact same way. Okay? This may be just a by the way. One of my favorite quotes, kuna jamali uliza msee. I don't know, who here likes cars? Napenda magari. What's your dream car? Ile yenye ukipata utasema nimemake. What's your dream car? V8. Land Cruiser. Right? Sasa wewe nikikwambia I'll give you a Land Cruiser right now.
V8 is not a car.
Sawa. So nikikwambia nitakupatia moja
V8 ni V-shape, 8 pistons. So gari ni Land Cruiser.
Okay? You, straight off the showroom, Toyota. Right? And I tell you, it's the only car you can have for the rest of your life. You're not allowed to buy any other thing. Your gari utailindaje? Haitatoka.
Sitting room.
No, si kweli. Itakuwa ni ile service ni ya 10,000 kilometers kufika 8. So, majamaa, your body is the same. Your players' bodies are the same. It's the only one they have till the rest of till they die. True or false? So kama unaweza linda gari hivyo, mwili yako je? Your players' bodies, how about that? Right? It's the only one they have till they die. Haitafika mahali useme okay, nimechoka na hii, bulete hii yako kama. Si ndio? Hakuna mahali utaenda shopping uangalie too light, too dark, too tall. Napenda hiyo lete hiyo. No, there's no shopping for new bodies, right? This is the only one we have. Body is the exact same way. Na kwa mimi, that's why I feel like your analogy ya gari fits. Sawa sawa? So think about nutrition. When it comes to nutrition for players, we're looking to support performance, you know, in terms of energy. We're looking at cooling the body in terms of hydration. We're looking at like servicing, maintaining in terms of recovery. Sawa sawa? So those three concepts. Okay? We're gonna look at the match day and see how maybe we could create some sort of plan to make sure we're taking care of all those things. Sawa sawa?
Yes.
Match day, maybe the week before training. Tuko sawa? Yeah? Okay. So, there are just a few points. We'll touch on all of these as we go. Sawa sawa? Nikiuliza hapa, on average, mnakuanga na how many matches in a week? One, sometimes two. So no. For what wanna deal na youth, might have maybe 3-4 games in a tournament over the weekend. So no, shorter games, but it's still competition, right? So as coaches, the thing we're always thinking about is match day. Sawa sawa. The whole training week iko geared towards match day. Match day ndo tunataka our players wetu wakuwe at their best. Right? Umefanya nini a bit? Periodization a bit. Yes. Right? So do you understand the concepts of fitness and freshness?
Yes.
A bit.
A bit.
Right? So basically, ukitrain, right? Freshness, does it improve or decrease? Your feeling of freshness, right? It decreases, right?
Yes.
But as freshness decreases, but when we train, does fitness improve or decrease?
Improve.
It improves, right? On match day, do you want high freshness or low freshness?
High freshness.
High freshness, right? Sawa sawa. Fitness won't be as high as when you train, but haitakuwa imeshuka sana. But match day we want players at their freshest, at their optimal levels, you know? Yeah? So our nutrition needs to support that. You know? How many training sessions on average do you have in a week? 4? 5?
2
Okay. 2?
for kids.
For kids, right?
Yeah.
Depending on match day, kama kuna midweek, kama Sunday, Saturday, depends, right? Yeah? So, let's say, let me give you my example. So my team trains Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and after kuna games at Sunday. Sawa sawa? So, on a Monday, nafikiria my team needs to be ready on Saturday, let's say. Say we have a game on Saturday, right? But I know we have 3 training sessions before then. Okay? Before those sessions, ni nini mnafikiria is most important in terms of nutrition? What do we want? How do we want the players to be wakifika? Nataka wachezaji wamekaa low energy, ama wachezaji wamekaa ready to train. Huh?
Ready to train.
Ready to train, right?
Yes.
Yeah? What can we do to support that in terms of nutrition? Think about energy, think about fuel, think about coolant, and think about maintaining the engine. So in terms of fuel, what do you think we need to do ndio wachezaji wakuwe fueled up for the session? Wako wamekula before. You know, so maybe if I'm training in the morning, sisi tunakuanga na sessions from 7:30.
2 hours before.
Okay? So they need fuel. What is the body's biggest source of fuel? Carbohydrates, right? So we could start with breakfast and then maybe a snack before training. So breakfast kabla atoke home and a snack before training, right? Your breakfast, nini suggest nini? Think about fuel. Lazima tanki ikuwe imejaa. Sio tanki yani ati tumbo ikuwe imejaa, but store ya hiyo fuel. Si ndio? Yeah? What foods do you think, what foods would you suggest? Bread? Yeah? Doma? Yeah? Think about high glycemic, low glycemic. So mchezaji maybe anakula breakfast during the zoezi 7:30, anakula breakfast maybe 5:30. So that's 2 hours before, right? You think about in Nairobi, in traffic, nini. Sawa? So hiyo 2 hours before unataka kitu itakuwa digested haraka ama kitu digestiwa pole pole. Haraka. Kwa nini? Ngoja. Amesema haraka. Justify your answer.
For me, I think it depends on the body. You know, there are people who the digestion take quite a lot of time. So, like for example, when we used to play, those people who used to eat even maybe 3 hours before, because their food intake takes quite a lot of time. So, I prefer kula mapema. At least maybe at least 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours or maybe 3 hours before. And maybe these 2 hours share their training, they are ready. So maybe we find that maybe there are 1 or 2, 3, 4 players who maybe have that problem.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's specific to certain players. But as a general principle, right? Of course, majama, everyone is different, right? Wachezaji wako different, situations zetu ziko different. But here I'm just talking about on a general level. Okay? 2 hours, 3 hours before training, you want something atakula energy kwe hapo sayo ama atakula irelease pole pole ndio akiingia zoezi sasa anaweza kutumia kwa digestion pole pole ndio akiingia zoezi
Lower glycemic.
pole pole, right?
Low glycemic.
So we need
Low
need
glycemic.
high or low?
Low glycemic.
Low, right? The way I explained it at the beginning, what are some examples of low glycemic foods? Unaweza fikiria ugali, okay?
Rice.
Pasta, chapati. For breakfast, think about breakfast foods. Kwa sababu pia sio mbaya, but the mchezaji kula seme kabla zoezi is fine. I don't mind.
Mayai.
Eggs. Hold on the protein. Wait on that. Let's finish with the carbohydrate. Cassava, cereals, right? Oats. Porridge. Uji. Ni sawa?
Plus ni unga.
Iko sawa?
It's a starch.
So, low glycemic foods. That breakfast before training. So, you know, mimi now, in my environment, I have a rule. Mchezaji akikam, they have to have a pre-training snack and something for after training. Without those two things, they don't train. I check. Sawa sawa? So, the pre-training snack, musemanga, yo wachezaji wakiwa wana change, wanapiga mastori nini kabla waite, they can bite something quick. Right? It's just to top up mwili. You know? Yeah? So now, at that point, do you want something that's going to take 2 hours to get digested? Mataka kitu? Fast, you know? So, high or low? High. Right?
Yes.
What are some examples of high glycemic index foods? Fruits, right? Kama nini?
Banana.
Ndizi.
Sugar cane neza.
I have a question.
Sugar cane.
I have a question.
Yeah?
I have a question maybe before tuendelee.
Okay. Hey, majama, Dante has a question.
I have a question. See, I understand that porridge ni yo carbohydrate, but nikikunyonga uji ile njaa inakuja immediately.
Napanua tu.
So we'll touch on that. We'll get into that.
Napanua tu.
High glycemic index foods. Energy bars, maybe a small sandwich, mkate iko na jam,
A chocolate maybe. If
mandazi,
Nikufinikia story ya uji
chocolate,
inakuja.
right? With sugary. That's a good point he's brought up. Let me ask you guys a question.